Buonasera, buonasera e benvenuti in questa serata horror. Come ogni sabato sera, per quanto io faccia live il sabato sera, continuiamo a portare Black Mirror 3. Tarae. Come sempre vi ricordo chi è che c'è online in questo momento. Solo umido con Splat, no, Spat, Viking con God of War HD, Virkiwi con 4 chiacchiere, I Not Me con 4 chiacchiere, Gabriel Domino con giochi retro, Tagishi con Pokémon Omega Ranger, Art Attack con Art Attack e Frozen con Splatoon. No, Pokémon Omega Rubino e Alpha Zaffiro. Va bene? Non mi ricordavo questa versione di Rubino e Zaffiro, o Zaffiro. Comunque, portiamo subito il gioco. Andiamo di qua, saltiamo di qui. Questo l'abbiamo completato oggi pomeriggio. E adesso invece giochiamo a questo qua. Cranberry Production. Vediamo un po' cosa riusciamo a fare. Settimana scorsa.
No, I really don't feel like speaking to anyone from the village at the moment.
Ok, abbiamo un sacco di cose. Ma non sappiamo ancora delle cose, quindi proveremo a telefonare. So che c'era il telefono da qualche parte. Di qua.
Yes?
Is this Mr. Dukes? Notary for inheritance law and whatnot?
Absolutely correct. And you are?
Gordon. Adrian Gordon.
Ah, Mr. Gordon, my condolences once again for the loss of your great-grandmother.
Thanks.
I'm assuming you still have a few questions concerning the reading of the will yesterday?
Mr. Dukes, can you tell me again what exactly is included in my inheritance?
Well, Mr. Gordon, you're the last descendant of the Gordon lineage and inherit the Black Mirror Castle estate and the one in Wales, a few hundred acres of woodland, as well as the assets in the family bank account amounting to £100, with all privileges and responsibilities.
What responsibilities?
The proper management of the woodland, adherence to hunting regulations, maintenance of the property and the garden. Sale is explicitly prohibited. At most, you can hand it over to the church. Nothing outstanding, no debts. Not a bad inheritance at all, don't you think?
Could it be that the Gordons have been saving their money elsewhere, not just in the bank?
Everything's possible, but it's not mentioned in the will, and I don't know of any other evidence of a secret fortune. But of course, you could cut open the mattresses and see. They now belong to you.
I've found bank statements from the Gordon account.
And is something wrong?
No, but I've noticed that every 3 months, a substantial amount of money is paid into it.
There could be many reasons for that. It's not illegal, and also nothing unusual, if you ask me.
I'll be in touch, Mr. Dukes.
Of course, Mr. Gordon.
Ok. Mr. Jones.
Dr. Jones's chambers.
Hello, Dr. Jones? Adrian Gordon here.
Wow, Mr. Gordon. What's the score?
About the bail.
Ah, I wanted to call you about that. Sorry, it slipped my mind. A certain Charles Murray from Willow Creek has deposited the bail with the court. Do you know this man?
Only too well. But I wanted to tell you I'd already found that out myself.
Is he a friend of yours? That's good. Very good, in fact. The more supporters you have, the better. That always goes down well with the judge. People with friends and advocates. Terrific. Keep it up.
Yeah. Dr. Jones, you know much about English inheritance law?
Well, yeah, about as much as a boxer knows about synchronized swimming.
So, not at all.
And that's making a favorable comparison. Are you having problems regarding the inheritance? I could ask around for you.
Don't worry. I'll ask the notary. He's bound to know. Goodbye, Dr. Jones.
Seconds away. Next round, Mr. Gordon.
Ok. Telefoniamo anche alla veggente. Si sa mai.
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
Ah, we have the Emperor.
Yeah, on the line. But it was in all the papers, too, so...
What? No. The card, Adrian. The Emperor card. You're gaining in external power and strength. You have a strong will. And I see death.
Again.
A bear will follow you at every turn and devour you.
Molto
At
bene.
every turn. What the...
Adrian, you can defeat the bear.
How can I defeat the bear?
Clear the way for the bear. Then he will let you live.
The way for the... yeah. Thanks. What a load of crap.
Qualcun altro da telefonare? Si addormenta? Mi sa di sì. Vediamo un po' cosa ci dice il diario. Quindi dobbiamo aprire tutte le porte?
The door is closed.
Quel mazzo indica.
I've got the right key here. The door's unlocked.
Ah,
These are pipe clips, like metal cable ties. Extremely useful. Quick setting foam, industrial quality, particularly suited to damp areas. I assume that there's wine stored in these barrels, but as old as everything here is, could be vinegar by now. The castle's almost completely burned down. No wonder it's so filthy everywhere. The bucket is half full of a white salt, probably for when it's icy. A power socket, but does it have an electricity supply? Huh.
ok.
Why should the cellar light in Blackmare Castle work?
Andiamo sulla prolunga.
Great, an extension cable. There's cleaning stuff, just no one to use it. A step ladder, like you'd use to change a light bulb, or to hang yourself.
Proviamo a scendere. Aspetta. Salvare ed obbligo.
Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in Mordred's poor soul. I'm not going any further. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't have hidden her money in the cellar.
No.
Hopefully, they're supporting.
Non vanno bene i cavi.
Welcome to the jungle. Half of it is dried out, and the other half is rotten. What have we got here? A garden hose. Hoses have always brought me luck so far. That was a bucket for water.
Bucato.
Maybe I can use it for something else. That must have been one hell of a rake. Now it's just a long wooden stick. The bottom part is broken off. A withered plant. It says Valeriana walrathi on the label here. A
Valeriana.
withered plant. A withered plant. It says Valeriana walrathi on the label here.
La pianta di valeriana? Così?
It's very unusual to put carpet down in a green. The gaps between the tiles haven't been cemented. The tiles here have only been placed loosely next to each other. The tiles here have just been placed loosely on there. There's a trap door underneath them. So where does that lead to? Far down, in any case. It looks like an old well shaft. There's a case on a sort of ledge. Who put that there? I can't reach it. The stick is long enough, but I can't hook the case up with it. I need something like a handle.
Suppongo che l'unione di queste cose possano fare qualcosa.
I've attached the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it. Excellent. I now have a sort of grappling hook. I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off of the ledge. Got it. A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it.
Oh,
A 10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner. Aha! Here on the first page it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about then? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3:00 p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4:00 p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman. And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse. Don't reckon this hole's got much more. It looks like the gardener is the murderer. Or, like Lewis, got wrapped up with a murderess.
c'entra qualcosa col cavallo. Mi ricordo che c'era un cavallo nella sala principale.
So, Fury, where's your secret? Well, if that's not a button... Nothing's happening. 7 small holes all next to each other. These could be used for ventilation if any of Mordred's colleagues are living in there. But it kinda looks like you put something into them. The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this. The toothpicks fit... Nothing's happening. But it kinda looks like you put something into them.
No?
The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this. Nothing's happening.
Ok. Diagram Gordon.
Am I just imagining it, or are those actually scuff marks? Let's see. Maybe this Durgam Gordon is here somewhere. Looks like there's no Durgam Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garmer, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year. If I knew which one of them had lived when, then I could narrow down the choice.
Mi ricordo che qua c'era una porta. Dove porta questa porta?
Strange. None of the keys fit. This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings. This is Victoria... 3 o'clock p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden. Everything very clearly documented. Obviously, I bet there's something. What does he mean by... Amazing. The new tiles look as old as the old ones.
Papà, semplifica alcune cose.
Hello, Father.
Welcome back.
I'd like to hear the story about
Marcus struck down. A few years later, it was to be used, but the academy was complete.
Right, but all of these stories always begin with...
Well, there are very... I also read some. Basically, it's about the fact...
Do you know if the brothers were born here?
Probably not. But why they built it, perhaps they freed the... Or they were gifted.
Thank you, Father. Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be...
This is Sally's grave. I'll leave him in peace for now.
Come corri?
Durham Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon. Durham Gordon. Let's see. Lillian Gordon was Durgam's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662. Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durgam.
Non hai mai diagramma.
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either. The frame is charred, but the fire doesn't seem to have touched the picture. The piece of frame seems to be loose here. Maybe it got broken in transit. Gotcha. That goes there. But it's not helping me much. It doesn't look like the piece just broke off accidentally. It was sawed off. What's this? There are 7 small holes here, just like on the stone plinth.
Ok.
The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes, but that alone won't help me. The holes vary in depth. A great idea. I'll break the toothpicks off at all the same length, and then put them in the holes in the piece of frame. That way I'll have a copy of the key.
Perfetto. Easy peasy. Che quel quadro lì non è mai un Gordon, ma va bene. Lo sappiamo dal primo. Non dovevamo andare di qua.
This is the horse Henry described. This is the horse Henry. There you go. It fits. I heard a clicking sound. That's it. Whoa, there must be thousands of pounds in here. No one had better know about this. The inspector would have a field day. I'll just take a few bills with me as payment for the useful Mr. Gregg. Wow, a really ancient letter from Mordred's time, with a coat of arms and a seal. Looks like it was from a king. The letter is from a scribe of Pope Innocent III. It contains instructions for further procedure in terms of the incident with Mordred. Letter from the Holy Father Pope Innocent III to the faithful follower Lord Marcus Gordon, Duke of Blackmere.
Allora, stimatissimo signor Marcus Gordon, vi scrivo con grande sconcerto riguardo agli ultimi sviluppi che hanno caratterizzato il caso di Mordred. Le mie istruzioni riguardo il successivo modus operandi vanno immediatamente messe in atto. Prima di tutto vi chiedo la massima segretezza e di sigillare tutti gli ingressi alla stanza dei rituali. Inoltre dovrà essere costruita un'accademia per condurre tutte le ricerche legate alla presenza dei 5 piccoli portali. Riguardo il portale più grande, tutti i registri, i testi e la documentazione vanno inviati al Vaticano immediatamente, dato che le fondamenta stesse della cristianità verrebbero messe in dubbio se la sua esistenza venisse alla luce. Qualsiasi comunicazione, pensiero o testo scritto a proposito del portale dell'ombra verrà considerato come atto eretico e punito in accordo con le regole del quarto consiglio laterale. Pertanto, fino all'arrivo di un'obbligazione papale, i Gordon saranno responsabili dell'assicurarsi che nessuno si avvicini troppo al portale dell'ombra. Con immensa fede in voi e infinita fiducia in Dio, invio la mia benedizione apostolica. Dal Vaticano, 29 settembre 1213, nel giorno di festa di Santo Arcangelo Michele, 7 marzo.
Food for the worms and a heap of putrefaction,
della terra.
miseria
Allora, formato dalla terra,
humanae, on the
intrappolato
misery of the human
nella
condition.
colpa, nato per essere punito, l'uomo commette azioni malvagie, proibite, azioni vergognose, suggeritegli dal male, azioni vane per cui trascuro ciò che è utile. Diventerà nutrimento del fuoco, alimento del verme, ammasso di putridume. Ok.
Someone has written something on the back, but the writing doesn't look as old as on the front. The menhir in the hall must be hidden. The menhirs that stand around the castle seem to be directly connected with the demon gates. I wonder if that's what Victoria was trying to tell me before she died. I should note down the location of the menhirs on my map. I'll close the safe again, just in case.
Ok.
I have discovered Durgan.
Ci rimetto lì la cosa. No. Non ce l'ho neanche più in tasca. Quindi c'è il papato che ci cura dietro.
I think that'll be enough to start with.
Yep, that looks good.
Are you gonna continue working now?
That depends. Have you got anything for me?
Ok.
There's no light in the cellar.
Oh no, it's going to stay like that for the time being. The water used to put out the fire flooded the whole cellar and there are electrical wires all over. Much too dangerous.
That one room on the upper corridor is locked.
Miss Antolini's room? Yep, she always locked it. She was scared we'd pay her a visit in the night.
How come I, as Lord of the Manor, don't have a key for it?
She probably took it with her.
Can you open the door for me?
Why? The room has already been completely renovated. I'm sure Miss Antolini will turn up in the next couple of days. Or send the key back.
And if she doesn't?
I could always break it down for you.
Thanks a lot. The kitchen looks like crap. When's it gonna be tidied up?
As soon as we get more jacks. At the moment, the roof would fall on your head if you did anything in there.
The facade could do with having the soot removed from it. I'm sure you've got a brush somewhere.
Yes, it's just... Miss Antolini said the facade wasn't that important.
Do I look like Miss Antolini?
All right, Adrian. I'll get to work.
And from now on, it's Sir Adrian, if you will. Huh? The telephone. Who did that?
Devo vedere. Chi sarà mai?
Hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Winterbottom. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Everything's okay so far, thanks.
You're already 5 minutes late for our hypnotherapy session. I had some other appointments and really don't want to have to move them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be there as soon as I can.
All right. See you soon, Adrian.
There were stars right in the middle of the hole in the ground.
What kind of hole? The hole Angelina fell into?
Yeah, and when I looked around, at first I couldn't see anything, only blackness. And then I saw something in the darkness. Small, flickering points of light, until I realized that they were stars and they were shining there beneath the ground.
Well, that's a beautiful image.
They were laid out like a constellation.
Which constellation?
I don't know. Apart from Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think I do. Draw the stars for me again, Adrian. Maybe I can match them to the right constellation. Constellations generally represent mythological figures. Maybe that has some significance here. It looks a little like the Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. But this is made up of 7 stars, not 6. The Northern Crown is also open at the top, seen from the Northern Hemisphere. So, it depends on where you're looking at it from. The Corona Australis, the Southern Crown, is open at the bottom, which could also fit here, judging from the shape. But it has more stars, namely 11, if you count the binary stars as 1. Are you sure that there's nothing missing from your drawing?
Yeah, quite sure. 6 stars. It looked exactly like that.
And I can't help you any further. I don't know of any constellation which looks like that.
Well, never mind. It may not mean anything at all.
Perhaps. But if it's important to you, then it will be revealed sooner or later, Adrian. You can be sure of that. And how are you otherwise? I mean, as the brand new lord of the manor.
Weird, I guess. Everything seems so surreal. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Boston as Darren. And now I'm here calling myself the last Gordon and sitting all alone in a half-burned down castle full of ghosts. It's lucky the construction guys are there. Otherwise, I'd soon be getting the feeling that I was a ghost myself.
I'm still here too, Adrian. You aren't all alone. Did you have the chance to say goodbye to your great-grandmother?
Yes. That was good. She gave me a few things to take with me as I follow my destiny.
May I ask what her last words to you were?
She told me how I can find peace in my soul. I shouldn't go down the same route as my father, but go to the bitter end and start at the Menhirs.
At the Menhirs?
That's what she kept repeating. At the Menhirs, at the Menhirs. They seem incredibly important.
Then you should take note of her advice.
I'd better take the drawing with me. Perhaps I'll have some use for it.
Oh, Mr. Michaels, it's good you're here. I wanted to come and see you.
See me? Why? Has someone else been murdered?
That's not entirely clear yet, but there has been a death at your castle on your estate.
What? You're kidding, Zach.
That's something I would never do, Mr. Michaels. Please, accompany me to the castle. The inspector would like to talk to you.
I'm coming.
Here, come and look, see? That's the place. That's where Gregory was killed. But they have already taken him away.
Right by a stone skull.
There's nothing more to do here.
I take it the inspector wants to talk to me, Zach? And he's gone ahead and is waiting for me in the castle, right?
It would appear so.
Steve.
Yeah?
Can you tell me exactly how the accident happened?
The stone skull from up there hit Greg.
Yes, I thought so. But how could that happen?
I don't know. Greg was on his own out here. He was gonna clean the facade, like you said. Perhaps he took a break for a little pee, and when he was walking under the skull, bang.
I guess the ancient stone had been weakened by the fire. It just broke off. Maybe the vibrations of the drill shook the wall, and then the loose chunk simply fell down.
You can tell yourself that if you like, but if you ask me, nothing happens here just like that. This castle is jinxed, and everyone knows it. The walls are alive. When we bricked up holes, they were there again the next day. And it was just like that with the skull. It was just waiting for someone to stand under it before it fell down. That's how I see it. Well, please don't be offended, sir. But I don't want to be next.
What does that mean, Steve? Are you quitting?
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, but I should have listened to my wife. She didn't want me to work here from the very beginning. Better to work for Murray without paid breaks than in the Black Mirror Castle without a head. That's what she said. And I should have listened to her.
Steve, please, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And if I may give you some advice, find someone to buy the castle off you. Some rich acquaintances of yours from America. And until then, don't stand still under a stone skull.
E niente. Traumatizzato a vita.
Inspector, I'm sure there are a few questions you want to ask me.
But you know, I can actually predict what your answers are going to be. I know you, and I'm sure you'll have a watertight alibi.
Yeah, I was with Dr. Winterbottom anyway. Exactly as set out in my bail conditions. Ask your constable.
Bravo! A cast iron alibi. You see, I didn't even have to waste my breath talking to you. I'll just have a look around here in this big castle full of old works of art that must be worth a fortune. I'll find out what I need to know from wandering around this huge estate, Mr. Legacy Hunter.
That's enough. I'll have no more of your insults. I don't know what you're busy figuring out in that miserable little skull of yours. And I don't want to know. I'm not any old castle creeper fumbling around aimlessly and who takes the blame for everything bad that happens. I am a landowner and the master of Black Mirror Castle. A powerful lord. And what are you? A small-time disgraced cop. So get out of here. Now.
Okay, Adrian.
C'è caccato sotto.
Sir Adrian Gordon to you from now on. And don't come nosing around here again until you've got a search warrant. Wow, that was long overdue.
Parte malvagia.
I won't take this anymore from anyone.
I'm not just anyone, I'm a Gordon. And not just any of them, I am the only one. The last of the weakling Marcus line will be the first of the mighty Mordred line.
Come?
Yeah, from now on, I'm alone in the castle. Nobody else here. At last, I can have some peace. Nobody wants anything from me, no alibi, no money, nothing at all. I mean, apart from my ancestor, who just wants to take ownership of my body. I better not waste any more time in finding out what Victoria meant when she said all that stuff about the Menhirs. What did I just say? Nobody wants anything from me. What's that? Oh, I guess someone rang at the front door. What have we here? More mail. A letter from Murray? What does that creep want again? We will charge £100 a day for as long as the hotel key has not been returned. A bill for over £500 for 5 days? What, was I staying at the Willow Creek Hilton?
Ridiamogli. La chiave.
Now that I live in the castle, but I've still got the hotel key. And I'd love to rub the old crook's nose in it in person. Hello, Murray.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Gordon.
Mr. Gordon? Huh. So the fact that I'm the last descendant of the famous noble family hasn't escaped you.
Indeed. The whole village is talking of nothing else.
So you will also be aware that not only does the name belong to me, but also the entire Blackmere estate.
My warmest congratulations on your wonderful inheritance. And, naturally, my sincere condolences for the loss of your dear grandmother.
Great-grandmother. And you can keep your dumb pleasantries for your tourists, the last who come and stay with you. In fact, I'm thinking of turning the castle into a hotel. A veritable Gordon's Palace. Everything here you've stolen, even the name. I could sue you for that, Murray. Is that clear? And I think I might just do that.
I admit, Mr. Gordon, we may have had some little differences of opinion. But you won't forget, will you, that I have always helped you. It was I who got you out of jail, and it is also me you have to thank that you didn't freeze to death in the woods. As you were lying there, unconscious, I sent Phil to you and got him to bring you to the hotel. As a man of honor, are you going to repay that with a petty legal dispute?
Your so-called willingness to help is nothing more than a cynical maneuver. Someone has to put a stop to your game once and for all. Don't forget the photos from your cupboard that clearly prove you've been using blackmail to supplement your pocket money. You'd be finished if I made that public.
Mr. Gordon, I appeal to our friendship.
Friendship? You're nothing but a miserable parasite that gorges itself on the blood of its host. I've been your host for too long. Not anymore. I'll make sure you won't find another poor sap you can bleed dry. I'll become your parasite. How long do you think you can hold out against me, you worm? Huh? And I'll look on you as you're destroyed and take delight in your pain. And one day you'll also wake up in a cellar next to dead bodies. If you wake up at all. Have a nice life. I showed him. He who'll take care not to spoil my plans again. How easy it is. Just exert a little pressure, and the whole world buckles before you. To whom could I next teach the meaning of fear? Tom, or maybe the tattooed fellow inmate, or the amusing old wench who always runs away when she sees me. These annoyances must be eliminated right away. I wonder why I haven't asserted myself before. To live by pure hatred.
Va bene, un po' troppo, eh?
Holy crap! That doesn't sound like me at all. More like what Victoria said about Mordred when he started to change. He didn't trust anyone and became more and more hostile. Damn. I've really got to pull myself together. The medication that Dr. Winterbottom prescribed for me. Halo Paradox. For the info on the box isn't very informative. Take the Halo Paradox with a glass of water. Avoid ingestion with magnesium-rich substances. There are a few steps.
Ok. Mappa.
She doesn't seem to be in. Hey, where's that skinhead gone? Constable Zach seems okay. Plays by the letter of the law and all that. I'm not going back there. Still closed. Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
It's been a while since I've had visions. Probably 3 days. What does that mean?
I'd say it means that the medication is working well. It could also be that the emotional events of the last few days have suppressed the images of the past for the time being. Either way, we're making progress.
Apparently, my family had contact with the Vatican.
That's not so surprising for such an old noble family, is it?
This curse, it really exists.
Adrian, you mustn't convince yourself of that kind of thing.
I've officially lived in the castle since this morning, and we've just had our first death. A workman. That just can't be a coincidence.
Oh.
There are portals that I have to find. They're entrances to a mysterious place, which is maybe the cause of all the evil.
What makes you think that? Who told you about that?
Victoria. Just before she died.
Maybe she was delirious. Maybe she didn't know what she was talking about. Adrian, I think it's problematic to believe in a place that's supposed to be responsible for something. You're just shifting it away from yourself.
It's not a question of belief. This place is real.
Perhaps we should increase your dose from 60 to 90 milligrams. I really thought we'd made more progress.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Later. I've asked all I want to know for the moment. No, I think I should let Denise work in peace now. I better not go in there.
Ci fermiamo qua? Ci fermiamo qua. Siamo andati avanti, quello sì. Allora, menu. Abbandona partita, sì.